I feel very fortunate to live in a part of the world where the colors of the sunset and sunrise are so vibrant. I find it so inspiring, and it's been working its way into my art, and that's really what inspired this piece here today. So I hope that you enjoy watching me paint this as much as I enjoyed painting it. The surface I'm working on today is a piece of wood that has been primed with some gesso and then toned with some burnt umber that was diluted with some gamsol. Then I'm going over and creating my rough underpainting. My underpainting is quite rough. I'm just worrying about where the basic things will go, not so much of the detail. I like to use a glass palette as my palette, which is basically a piece of glass from a picture frame that I taped the edges around and taped some brown paper to. And the reason why I do this is because then I'm able to use this glass scraper, which I got off of Amazon for like $5, and to scrape off all the dried paint. It makes cleanup super easy, and I don't have to worry about cleaning the paint off with solvent. I could just scrape it all off. I've been enjoying pre-mixing my colors. I feel that it saves a lot of time and frustration as well, because then I don't have to worry about constantly mixing color. I feel that interrupts the process. When I'm in the zone and I'm painting and I'm looking at my reference image, I don't want to have to constantly mix my colors. So I like to mix the basic colors in my reference image beforehand. Of course, I'll still be mixing colors as I go, but this way I have the main color groups mixed out. Now I can start laying down my color. As always, I'm just blocking in the main colors and I'm not worrying too much about detail right away. The medium I'm using to make my paint flow smoother is a Gamblin solvent-free gel. The great thing about this medium is that it retains the brush strokes, which I really like the look of, while also speeding up the drying time, which is always ideal because you don't want to wait for your oil painting to dry for days. With any painting where the sky is the main focus, and I remember talking about this in my last video, which is a sunset painting tutorial, and I talk about how if there is water in a painting and there is a sky that has a lot of color in it, I like to start with the skies before. I feel that it sets the mood for the painting, and as an artist it makes things go a little bit easier. Now the sky was the hardest part of this entire painting. The challenge was getting the blue and the yellow to mix together and look great while also keeping the colors and not getting them to turn green, because blue and yellow make green, and that was a little tricky, but it went along fine and eventually got it, though I did have to rework it many times. Now I do feel that oftentimes time lapses like this can make things seem like they're effortless and super easy, but in reality, this painting took many hours and was completed over the course of 3 separate sittings. And while I was painting it, I became quite frustrated with the sky and just wanted to give up and leave it and scrap the entire painting, but I kept working on it, and I'm really glad I did because I learned a lot of great things while I was working on this. I learned blending. I learned how I can blend without getting my colors to muddy up, because that's often a challenge for me. With every new painting and new subject matter, you have to face challenges, and going through those challenges, you learn a lot of great things, and that I think is really important. Every painting, that's the great thing about painting, is that the more you paint, the better you get, because you're constantly facing ways to improve your work. Detailing is my favorite part with any painting. I feel that it brings the painting to life. It's little things that really make all the difference, and that's what's my favorite. It is now time for the hardest part of the painting, signing the painting, and it may or may not have taken me like 10 tries to get it right and get the perfect shot. And here's the final painting. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Hit the notification bell to be updated on whenever I post a video, and follow me on Instagram at Maple Artworks to see progress photos and updates. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.